Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this part two, actually, guide to DayZ, um, to basically increase performance. So the first video I did was literally nothing but in-game settings. So as different as this may be, no matter how long you guys have been playing DayZ, whether you have 30 minutes on it or 300 hours or 1,000 hours, you've been playing since it came out, you still might have your in-game settings wrong, and that could be causing you lag or to get um, bad FPS. So if you guys haven't seen that video, the link will be in the description below. I strongly suggest going to see that video. Go do that video, and even if you just change one setting in that video, it'll help. Your game will still look good, don't worry. It's not going to be all terrible graphics. It isn't a guide of me literally just changing all the graphics to low. It works for any type of computer, so go look at that video. If you still have lag, come back to this one. So, I'm assuming, I'm going to take a drink of coffee. If you're still watching and you came back to here, I'm assuming you still having FPS issues, which even if you don't have FPS issues, I would still do this. So the first thing we're going to do, you're going to want, the only thing, but you're going to want to open up Steam, make sure DayZ is completely closed out, and you're going to find DayZ in your library. You're going to right click and click Properties. This is going to show up. You're going to go to the General tab. It should automatically open you that up tab, but if you're not, go to the General tab and click Set Launch Options. So here is what we can put in here. All of these will be in the description below, so you guys don't have to type them, or if you think you're typing them wrong, they'll be in the description. So let me just make sure you're seeing this. Yes, you are. Okay. So the first one that you can type in would be nosplash, which removes the Bohemia Interactive splash page, letting you get into the game faster. And then there's skipintro, which skips the intro, getting you into the game faster as well. Those are just two tips. I personally don't like to do that because sometimes it messes with viewing your character. But if you want to put nosplash or skipintro, you can do that. But I don't do that, but it's up to you. So let's get into the ones you should do. noPause. What noPause do is keeps the game running when you minimize. So or not focused on, basically. And what that's going to do is that lets you, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but sometimes when you alt tab or tab away or the game somehow closes, maybe there's a pop-up on your computer, anything to cause DayZ to shrink and you guys try to bring it back up, it takes a while. Sometimes it goes not responding for a little while, sometimes it crashes, sometimes it closes out just completely when you alt tab and you come back. One, it's frustrating because obviously, yeah, and you might die, then you have to reopen the game and all that. Put in noPause and it'll keep the game running when you alt tab, so it'll smoothly open back up and you guys have no not responding, crashing, glitches happening there. cpuCount. You're going to want to put -cpuCount equals blank. Okay, so this is going to set how many cores your CPU has. So if you are dual core, you're going to go to 2. If you're quad core, you're going to go to 4, or 8 if you are octa-core, I guess you could say. So I'm going to show you how to figure that out because I know some of you guys don't know how. You're going to want to go to the Start menu. You're going to right click on Computer and click Properties. This is going to come up. You're going to go to Advanced System Settings, and this is going to pop up. You then want to go over to Hardware, and then Device Manager, and then this is going to pop up, and you are going to want to open up the processors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That means I have octa-core. So how many you have there? Now we can close all this out. You're going to want to put in there, and that will definitely help you out there. So next we have max memory. This one, you basically set this to the total amount of RAM your system has. You can find that by going Start again, right-clicking Computer again, going to Properties again, and here is your installed RAM. Now, if you have 2 gigabytes, it's 2048. If you have 4 gigabytes, it is 4096, and if you have 8 gigabytes, it is 8192, and that is what I have right there. It is maxMem 8192. Once again, all of these will be in the description below. So if you're thinking, but you have 16, why don't you up it? Its max is 8192. You can type a higher number in there, click OK, and still launch the game, but it isn't going to go higher than 8192. And if you have the number higher, it won't even register the command. So yeah, so if you have over 8 gigabytes, unfortunately, it only is a max 8 gigabytes. Then you have you can do windowed. It launches the game in windowed mode. If that's something you're looking for, it's just the same. Like I said, it's just dash WINDOW window. If you're into that, I don't do window because I don't really like it. I like to play this on full screen, but it could save you some frames, but I wouldn't suggest it. Then you can do dash no border, which launches the game in borderless windowed, which is kind of buggy because the game is not meant to be played that way, but would save some frames. I don't know why it happens. Depending on your monitor and computer, that's just the way windowed borderless works, but I wouldn't suggest it. And then there's X threads. X threads equals blank, another number. You're going to set this to 0, 1, 3, or 7. This is the amount of threads your CPU uses. So 0 and 1, don't worry about that. Basically, if you have a quad core, so we were just talking about this, that's how many cores you have, that's how many we just counted. We opened up the computer and device manager, went to our processes, we counted them. If you have a quad core or more, you're going to set this to 7. If you have a dual core, you are going to set this to 3. If you do not have, if you somehow only have so if you have a dual core, if you have, it only should go 2, 4, 8. So if you have 2, you're going to set it to 3, and if you have 4 or higher core, then you're going to set this to 7. So once you have that done, you make sure they are typed properly. They're all going to be in the description. Make sure they're typed properly. I mean, from the dashes to the caps and everything, just like you have them. You can see me have them here. Make sure they're spaced out, and once you have them in there, just click OK. And when you launch DayZ from now on, they will be good to go. So that's my guide here. If you type these in, you should see a performance. Once again, if you haven't seen my other video about the settings, I would strongly suggest checking that out. If you enjoyed this and it helped you, leaving a like only takes like 0.5 seconds, and other people can find this and it helps out an extraordinarily large amount. If you have any problems or questions or anything like that, or you just want to leave a comment, feel free to leave in the comment section below. I respond to them all. Make sure you subscribe for more videos, and if you guys are into Twitch, where I live stream, or Twitter, where I post updates when I go live and when I upload to YouTube, I'm on both of those. You can follow them in the description below. I want to thank you guys a lot for watching. I really hope this helped you guys, and see you next time.